Okay, talking about numbers, let's get straight to Bharat Forge. That's the company on our radar. The last quarter's numbers, well, it was plagued by uncertainty, and things are likely to continue in that direction. Going ahead, let's welcome Mr. Baba Kalyani, the Chairman and Managing Director at Bharat Forge. Good morning, Mr. Kalyani. Well, we know, I think your business has close to around 40% export exposure from the international markets. How much of it is to the United States? And you've also got a couple of plants in the United States. So what are your plans to mitigate some of this pressure with regard to the tariffs?
Well, I think, it's very difficult for any industry to mitigate a 50% tariff.
Yeah.
Well, let's understand that. That's impractical. We've been talking to our customers. The customers understand this. They're supportive. And they all believe that there will be a political solution on the table sooner than later. So we are all hoping for that, and let's hope that this happens quickly. And because, manufacturing industry has spent almost 30 years cultivating that market, creating capability, creating the knowledge that is required to supply into highly technology-oriented markets and technology-oriented components.
Yes.
And you can't just wish it away overnight. It's just not going to happen.
Right. And just to clear out that number, sir, 40% of your business is exports?
No, it's more than 40%, but our...
And how much is from the United States? So just help us with both those two numbers.
I'll come to that. Our exports to the U.S. are roughly about $300 million. $200 million, sorry.
$200 million, okay.
So... and all our customers are still supporting us, so let's see what happens. But obviously, the 50% number is just undoable. You might as well not have a business to do it. But I think there will be a solution in place.
All right. So close to around 10% of your total business has exposure to the United States, very roughly, right?
Exactly.
Sir, in the interim, while there is a political solution on the table, any of your clients, customers are deferring their purchase decisions?
No, nobody has deferred any purchase decisions. Matter of fact, we had a talk with one of our biggest customers just this morning at a early morning breakfast, and even he said that we need to go ahead with the investments that we have planned to support his product launches, which are coming next year and year after next. So everybody is, supportive, and everybody feels there will be a solution in place.
So now we'll wait by for what the tariff number settles at, 25%, 50%, somewhere in the middle. But in your conversations, sir, with your customers and clients, have they shown willingness to absorb at least some of the tariff burden?
They are right now absorbing all of it.
All of it is?
Yeah.
Okay. And even if it comes at 25%, you will be able to pass it on entirely?
The tariff? No, 50% is not possible for anybody.
Not 50. I'm saying it settles at 25%, just, for a number, for the sake.
If you see our last quarter's numbers, we have taken a tariff hit of about 14 crores, okay, which is roughly about $1.6 million on an export of roughly 200 million, okay? So as a percentage is 0.8%.
Mr. Kalyani, morning, sir. Two different questions for you. First, my first question to you is on the 200 million US business that you spoke of, that, you're doing 200 million in revenue every year from the US. As a business group, as a conglomerate, would you at all, because of all this that's happening, would you at all consider investing in the US, setting up a capacity, either in the US or in some other geographies which have got the blessings of lower tariffs? Or do you think it doesn't make sense from an Indian perspective to do that at all?
We have two factories in the US. We have, in the last 2-3 years, invested a large amount of money to set up capacities in the US. And I think we just have to now make them work at full capacities. And so we see a lot of traction there. But, there are challenges to make that happen, instantaneously. I think in a year or two, this will all happen. But that is not going to replace the products that we supply from India. Those are different products.
Got it. So if at all you expand in the US, it will be additional capacities, newer products, not at the cost of the investments you're putting in India. My quick last question to you, sir, is on the defense business. Just tell us what's the trajectory ahead this year that you see for your defense business in a world where, again, India is being pressurized to buy more and more from the US, and maybe we give in to that. I mean, we've never shied away from more US defense procurement. How do you sort of sum it up?
You know, our defense business will continue to grow. It will continue to grow in double digits. We have multiple programs on which we are working with the Ministry of Defense, and we are exporting a lot of our defense products.
Okay.
We might even have some exports to the United States very soon. So that business will grow and continue to grow.
You want to give us a number, sir, for the year? Because, from a run rate of around 250, 300 crores on a quarterly run rate, you had gone to close to 500 crores. And then in the last 2 quarters, again, it's come down to roughly 270 crores per quarter.
The problem is you export guns and the number goes up. When the gun order goes down, the number comes down.
So for the year, around 2,100, 2,200 crores of defense revenues is doable?
I don't know what our defense revenue last year was. It was about 1,600 crores, right?
Yeah.
And I think we should see roughly about 15-20% growth on that.
Okay. All right. That sounds, I'm sure your investors are going to be very happy with that, given the uncertain environment, still expecting that sort of growth for the defense vertical as well.
Another area where I think we see a lot of growth, that is aerospace.
Aerospace. Okay, point taken, sir. Point noted. Thank you very much for joining in and giving us some perspective on your business. One Indian company that, of course, has its placement in several arenas, including auto components, including defense and aerospace.